Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation with the iBARE software development journey. Today, we'll explore how we took an idea and transformed it into a real working product. This journey is brought to you by Adollarclass Inc. I'll be sharing the key steps, challenges, and successes along the way. So let's get started and see how innovation turns into reality. Now, let's take a closer look at the Understanding iBARE framework. This framework is designed to guide us through the process of developing effective software solutions. First, we have developing software prototypes. This stage is all about creating early versions of our software to test ideas and gather feedback quickly. It helps us visualize what we're building and make improvements early on. Next, we move to building without coding. This is a powerful concept, using no-code or low-code tools to assemble our applications. It democratizes development, enabling more team members to contribute without needing deep programming skills. These key points highlight how the iBARE framework streamlines our approach, making software development faster, more collaborative, and accessible. This aligns perfectly with the overall theme of innovation and agility in our projects. Let's take a moment to understand the iBARE framework. This slide breaks down the key components that make up this approach. First, the iBARE framework is designed to help us systematically analyze and improve our processes. It stands for 5 essential elements that work together to drive better outcomes. As we go through each part, keep in mind how they connect and support the overall goal of enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. Understanding this framework is crucial because it provides a clear structure for identifying areas of improvement and implementing targeted solutions. So, as we explore each component, think about how they fit into your own work or projects, and how applying this framework can lead to more successful results. Let's take a moment to explore the core principles behind the iBARE framework. First, the framework itself stands for ideate, blueprint, analyze, refine, and execute. It's a systematic approach designed to help you transform abstract ideas into functional software prototypes, even if you don't have coding expertise. Now, an essential aspect here is user-centered design. Throughout the development process, focusing on the end user's needs ensures that your prototype truly solves real problems. It also helps create intuitive experiences that resonate with your target audience, making your solution both effective and engaging. Another key principle is iterative development. This means building your prototype in small, testable steps. By doing so, you can gather continuous feedback, make improvements along the way, and reduce risks. This approach helps ensure that the final prototype aligns well with both business goals and user requirements. Together, these principles, systematic process, user focus, and iterative building, form a solid foundation for creating impactful software solutions efficiently and effectively. Let's talk about developing software prototypes. This is a crucial step in the software development process because it allows us to create an early version of the product. Prototypes help us visualize how the final software will look and function, giving both developers and stakeholders a tangible sense of progress. The key points here are that prototypes are not the final product. They are meant to be quick and flexible. They serve as a tool for gathering feedback and making improvements early on. This iterative process helps us identify issues or misunderstandings before investing too much time and resources into full development. Another important aspect is that developing prototypes encourages collaboration. It opens up opportunities for stakeholders to provide input, ensuring that the end product aligns with user needs and expectations. Overall, effective prototyping is about balancing speed and feedback, which ultimately leads to a more refined and successful software solution. This step ties into the larger theme of building better software through iterative development and continuous improvement. So, one of the most exciting benefits of iBARE is that no coding skills are required. This means that anyone, regardless of technical background, can turn their ideas into working prototypes without having to write a single line of code. It really breaks down the barriers that traditionally make app development so challenging for non-technical founders. Next, we have the visual development path. Instead of dealing with complex programming languages, you can navigate the entire software creation process visually. Think of it as using intuitive interfaces, wireframes, and drag-and-drop tools, making it much easier to design and build your app. And the biggest advantage here is faster time to market. By streamlining the development process, you can cut down weeks or even months from your typical cycle. This means non-technical founders can quickly validate their ideas, demonstrate traction, and secure funding, all without the usual technical delays. Overall, these benefits really align with our goal of empowering more people to bring their visions to life efficiently and effectively. Now, let's talk about some effective implementation strategies. First up is selecting the right no-code or low-code platform. This step is crucial because you'll want to evaluate tools like Bubble, Webflow, or Adollo, and pick the one that best fits your project requirements and technical constraints. Think about what features you need and how easily your team can work with these tools. Next, we have MVP feature prioritization. It's all about identifying the core features that will deliver immediate value. Focus on what's essential for your users right now and postpone those nice-to-have elements for later phases. This helps you launch faster and start learning from real user feedback sooner. And finally, adopting an agile development approach is key. By working in iterative cycles, you can regularly test and gather feedback on your prototype. This continuous refinement ensures your product evolves effectively before moving into full deployment. Connecting all these points, the main idea is to stay flexible, prioritize wisely, and choose the right tools, so you can build efficiently and adapt as you go. Let's dive into some effective feature prioritization techniques. First, we have the MOSCOW method. This approach helps us categorize features into 4 groups: must have, should have, could have, and won't have. By doing so, we can clearly define what's essential based on user needs and our business goals, ensuring we focus on the most impactful features. Next, there's the value versus effort matrix. Think of this as plotting features on a grid that compares how much effort it takes to implement them against the value they bring to the business. This visualization helps us quickly identify high-impact, low-effort opportunities. That's where we want to focus our resources first. Finally, we have user story mapping. This technique involves organizing features according to the user journey phases. It allows us to see how features connect and depend on each other, making sure that core workflows are prioritized before adding in supplementary features. All of these methods serve the overall goal of delivering the most value efficiently, aligning perfectly with our project's focus on user-centric, goal-oriented development. Let's talk about user journey mapping. This is all about understanding the complete experience a user has with your product, from the very first time they discover it all the way to achieving their goal. It's important because it helps us see the entire picture and identify where we can improve. Creating journey maps involves documenting every step the user takes. This includes the touchpoints they encounter, their actions, how they feel at each stage, and any pain points they experience. Visualizing this full experience allows us to better understand user behavior and expectations. Next, we connect these user journeys to specific iBARE requirements. This step ensures that our prototypes are aligned with real user needs and workflows, making our solutions more effective and user-centered. Finally, we need to identify pain points, those moments where users struggle or get frustrated. Analyzing these areas helps us prioritize improvements and develop solutions that truly address the challenges users face. Overall, user journey mapping is a powerful tool to keep us focused on the user, refine our design, and ensure we're creating a product that genuinely meets their needs. Let's talk about wireframing essentials. First, what are wireframes? Well, they are simplified visual representations of your software interface. They focus on showing the layout and functionality without any design elements or colors. Think of them as the skeletal blueprint of your app or website, helping you understand how everything will fit together. Next, creating basic wireframes involves sketching out your layouts using simple tools. The goal here is to concentrate on content hierarchy, user flow, and core functionality before diving into visual details. This way, you ensure that the fundamental structure is solid before adding style. Finally, when it comes to tools, there are several popular options like Figma, Balsamic, and Sketch. These tools are fantastic because they allow both technical and non-technical founders to visualize their ideas clearly. Using the right wireframing tools makes the process more efficient and helps communicate your vision effectively as you move forward in your project. Building without coding, 3. Now, let's talk about how you can build powerful solutions without writing a single line of code. This approach is all about leveraging no-code or low-code platforms, which have become incredibly popular recently. They allow you to create apps, websites, or automations using visual interfaces, drag and drop, point and click, without needing technical expertise. The key benefit here is speed and accessibility. Even if you're not a developer, you can bring your ideas to life quickly and efficiently. This democratizes innovation, enabling teams and individuals to solve problems and build solutions on their own. And importantly, it connects to our overall theme of empowering everyone to be a creator, not just a consumer of technology. So, whether you're prototyping a new idea or building a full-scale application, these tools make it possible. No coding required. All right, let's talk about no-code tool selection. First, understanding what no-code platforms are is essential. These platforms enable non-technical users to build software applications using visual interfaces, so there's no need to write complex code. This makes the development process much more accessible to everyone, regardless of their technical background. Next, when choosing the right tools, it's important to match them to your specific requirements. Think about what your project needs. Consider the features, user requirements, the complexity level, and how well the tools can integrate with other systems you might be using. Picking the right platform means aligning its capabilities with your goals. Finally, let's look at some popular no-code options. Platforms like Bubble, Webflow, Adalo, and Glide are leading the way. Each offers a range of functionalities, from building prototypes to creating fully functional apps, all without needing programming skills. Exploring these options can help you find the best fit for your project's needs and make the development process smoother and more efficient. Let's dive into the MVP creation process. First up is defining MVP requirements. Here, the key is to identify the core features that directly address your target user's primary problems. It's important to focus on what's essential and avoid getting sidetracked by nice-to-have elements that might delay your launch. Next, we move on to prioritizing these essential features. A great way to do this is using the MoSCOW method, which helps categorize features into must-have, should-have, could-have, and won't-have. This approach ensures you're focusing on what truly matters for your initial release. Finally, establishing a clear development roadmap is crucial. This means setting realistic timelines, defining milestones, and allocating resources effectively. A well-structured roadmap guides your MVP smoothly from concept all the way to a functional prototype, keeping everyone aligned and on track. Remember, this process is all about staying focused on delivering value quickly while managing scope efficiently. It's a critical step toward turning your idea into a successful product. Let's talk about testing and iteration, which are crucial parts of refining your prototype. First, user testing fundamentals remind us to gather feedback from real users who interact with our prototypes. This helps us identify usability issues early on and ensures our solutions truly meet user needs. Next, collecting actionable feedback means structuring our sessions to focus on specific insights. Things like how easy the interface is to understand, whether features work as intended, and how users experience the overall interaction. We want concrete, useful information, not just general opinions. Then, implementing rapid iterations is key. After each round of testing, we should make quick, targeted improvements, especially focusing on the most critical issues first. Of course, we want to preserve the core value of our product while fixing what's broken. Finally, measuring success involves defining clear metrics that align with our project goals. By tracking these key performance indicators, we can objectively determine how effective our prototype is during each testing phase. All of these steps, testing, feedback, quick iterations, and measuring success, are interconnected and essential for creating a product that truly resonates with users and meets their needs. Thanks, I really appreciate everyone taking the time to be here today. I hope you found the presentation insightful and helpful. Remember, the key points we discussed, whether it's the importance of innovation, collaboration, or continuous learning, are all essential to staying ahead in this field. Keep these ideas in mind as you move forward and apply them in your own work. Thank you again for your attention and engagement. Have a great day.